I'm with a guy I don't like. I don't want to ask you about him, but I want to be honest.
Oh, my goodness.
I want to be honest. I don't want to lie. It doesn't, what do I mean? I'm just telling you.
Right.
So Skip Bayless is leaving his Undisputed deal. I've never watched the show. I've watched clips when it was him and when he was doing his thing with Shan. I've watched a lot of it. I didn't take to it. Plenty of people did, obviously. He's been on TV for a long time. I didn't take to it because it was a screechy, I don't like it. It's like, I've argued with people that, like, scream at me like they're in 6th grade, and it's a lot for me. So it's not the, and then ESPN said they're not doing anything with him, I guess.
Why would they?
Well, what's your opinion?
They just signed Shannon to an extension.
Correct.
And Shannon overwhelmed them with his success and his following. Because Shannon comes with the following.
He's just blowing up.
So, a number of years ago, I was on a show with Stephen A. and Skip Bayless. And
both of them?
Yeah, both of them, on their show.
Yeah.
I was working at ESPN doing NFL. I would do Mike Greenberg after doing my NFL stuff, and then I would come on there because Stephen A. and I were friends. I didn't know Skip personally, and I'm going to be honest with you. Skip Bayless is not one of my favorite people.
I can imagine.
Okay. So I'm on there doing the show. I do the show and everything. And then all of a sudden, this is when the Tebow phenomenon was going on. And he was a huge Tim Tebow guy. You know, this guy is this,
I remember it. Dude.
Okay.
Oh.
So I come on there on a Monday, and, you know, we're trading barbs and everything. We go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then I just level set it and was like, listen, if throwing the football is important in the NFL, Tim Tebow will never be a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yep.
So he got defensive, and then he came back and said, well, that's why you didn't win a Super Bowl. Okay.
So what'd you say?
Which got nothing to do with nothing.
Agreed.
We went to commercial break.
So you didn't say nothing before commercial. He just said his...
No.
Okay. Good man.
I took my earpiece out, and I told him, I'll never be on your show again.
Yeah.
And if you ever say anything like that to me again, I'll punch you right in the face.
Good for you. That's why I like you. What did he say?
He couldn't say anything because I got up. I'm off the set. Then the producers came. Hey, Chris, no, it's not necessary. Then the people came from the back. Stephen A. was like, Chris, man, this is not. I was like, bro, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm not doing nothing. I'll never be on another show. I won't be on this show ever again as long as he's on here.
Correct.
So then come 3 or 4 years later, he goes to Fox. I leave ESPN. The guy that was directing the show was hiring the people at Fox.
Okay.
So he's like, man, I know, man, y'all had a dust up. Do you have any problem with him? I said, I don't have no problem with him.
No.
I don't have no problem with him
Pay
at all.
me, I'm good.
No. Well, we talked to him. He doesn't have a problem with you. Why would he?
Yeah.
You should know about Skip Bayless and some of the programming, the way that it was done at ESPN and at Fox. I'm going to say this, that it's a form of wrestling.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, you know who's going to win. You know who's going to win.
Yeah. Yeah, it's predetermined. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
To me, he took advantage of black culture.
Explain
like
that.
he tried to tap into things like he started wearing a gold chain. He started wearing Jordans on the show. Like, bruh, bruh.
He said, bruh.
Like,
I can't laugh. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's no way you and Lil Wayne could be close. Like, you trying me.
Yeah, correct.
And to me, it took advantage and kind of exploited the fandom of African American people, because people show up to support Shannon.
Yeah.
People show up to support Stephen A.
No doubt.
And then they have to tolerate him.
Correct.
And he knew that. But to me,
You're a
like,
Hall of Fame, by the way, but and a Christian and a leader, my experience don't matter.
Okay, but you dismissed him. You say can't play in the league.
I didn't say that.
You said he's not a starter in the league.
That's not a starter. There's plenty other players besides the starter. Okay, that's 6 weeks ago. You need to move on till today.
No, you need to move on. What does he do every fourth
You're
quarter?
right, you're right.
Game after game after game. Did they all say it? He's inspired the whole
Skip,
franchise.
so you covering
He
sports
took
all
over a
these years don't
1-4.
matter?
I just watch with my
You
eyes.
covering-
I've been covering a lot longer than you've been playing it.
And I give you credit for that.
Okay?
Yeah, but you can't. Wait, I give you credit for that.
You laughed the last time. What happened?
Wait a minute.
You ate it again
Let me
and
ask you a
again and
question.
again.
Let me ask you a question.
How many times were you wrong, Chris Carter? How many times? 7 times.
I know I went to 8 Pro Bowls and played 16 years.
Yeah, how many rings do you have?
I ain't got none. You got the same amount as you.
No, I don't.
Same amount as you.
Tim Tebow's got a lot. Your opinion of Tim Tebow? Do you? I know you said
I
he's
need
not
to
a
see
starter.
more.
Oh, yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and look what the wind decided to blow in. Woke up this AM, did my usual 1-2 thing, went, drained the main vein, washed my hands, brushed my teeth, washed my face, went, grabbed a drink of water, got situated, got to my phone, opened up it, and you know what it presented to me, the algorithm for chaos. I'm going through my sports lane, and guess what popped up? I see Chris Carter talk about punching Skip Bayless in his face, and when I got it all the way understood, I said, oh, this a podcast I never seen before. And I had a link in the description with him and Sean Mackey as they talked directly to it. He said, hey, man, I really don't rock with Skip. That Chris Carter eventually got to explaining his story. And he gave a lot more information about the breakdown of these shows, how they work when it comes to them being scripted with these debates. And that's why I told y'all, Skip the sidekick Bayless, Skip the script reader, and I called him Skip the nigga neater, because what Chris Carter said is directly what I've been trying to tell y'all. He tries to pivot and make it in a way off of black culture, wearing these Jordans. He said him being next to Lil Wayne, and he's speaking in the aspect of, hey, bro, I know dog personally. I was around him. You trying to align yourself like Lil Wayne is your friend and coming with these Jordan and all these antics and theatrics and all the yelling and this and that. And he was like, the takes that he be giving, bro, I can't even consider them real. What I told y'all makes Skip Bayless a nigga neater. Not because he's white and works with black people. Not because he's white and he talks about black athletes. It's the way that he does it. In a way, if I'll sit across Chris Carter, who was actually qualified to talk about football in the sense I've been in the locker room with quarterbacks. I played with quarterbacks. I've played the sport on every level. Yeah, Tim Tebow can be in the NFL, but Tim Tebow ain't got what it take right now to be a starter as a quarterback. How will Skip Bayless make it about? Hey man, well you ain't got no rings, cause I can't say you ain't gonna be in the Hall of Fame, which he eventually is there now. Hall of Fame career, no doubt about it. However you feel about it. Also, nigga, you done been to Pro Bowls and you played 16 seasons and you wasn't no slouch. So what I gotta take a shot at, I gotta go personal. You ain't got no Super Bowl ring. And if you know the sport of football, it's a lot of greats and elites who don't have rings, bro. People that was top tier that don't have rings. That don't mean that you wasn't a top tier player and you ain't one of the best. A ring is an extra accolade, and it most definitely is something that you want to accomplish, but that don't mean you ain't him because you don't got a ring. But Skip yelling, taking them personal jabs, as y'all seeing right there, he told him, hey bro, hey, yeah, I was finna punch him down. I told him to his face, I'll knock you the F out, bro. And as he said, when they came and hollered at him at Fox, yo, bro, you know, we know y'all had the issues. Do you got an issue with him? He said, no, I ain't got no issue with him. Then they said, we asked Skip, and he said he ain't got no issue with you either. Chris Carter's like, why would he? And what he said is he know better, meaning I didn't already checked him. He know he don't got no issue with me. If it is one, it can get handled. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Skip, you really done did it, dog. And like I told y'all before, it's about the following. He doesn't have that leverage because the following is not there. What does he do? Get around, find niggas he can find up and rile up and bring around, bring them in. Hey, let me get this and that. Let y'all following have to tolerate me for what I do. ESPN say they don't want Skip back. Why would they want Skip back? They already got Shannon Sharp, who had a following. They brought him in. They had that overwhelming success because Shannon has developed a following not on the TV, but he developed a following through social media and everything like that. Skip Bayless, it just came up. His co-host asked about it. He said, you know what, let me go and get the people something right now. Skip Bayless, as I told you before, they really throwing you alley-oops right now. You supposed to be on your YouTube channel responding to everything that's going at you. Go ahead, get hip with the times. You supposed to go with Chris Carter. But even if you right or wrong, which in this case you really was dead wrong how you was talking to him and hollering, but you go tell him, hey man, respond to that, capitalize on that. Well, let me address Shannon Sharp. Let me address leaving this. Video for video for video. That's how you build your following up. It takes some accountability too with that disrespect you be on, dog. As I told you before, you be trying to come in and it's blatantly obvious that you be doing the theatrics, the hollering and the screaming, and you are a script reader. As Chris Carter said, this is a thing where they have it already planned out on these debate shows who gonna win, and a lot of these takes, it's no way that Skip Bayless even thinks that these things are real that he is saying at all. They make entirely no sense. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all at 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.